What's up guys, ScreenNameMissing, and I'm back once again. So I'm sorry for my absence for the last few reviews, I just haven't had time to do them, but I am back, and this week we are reviewing Dickhead, which is Michael Gallagher's directorial debut.
Hey guys, welcome to the Team Regulars review for Dickhead. If you haven't watched the episode yet, please go in the description to where the link is and go watch that before you watch this.
And you would hate to get a spoiler. Of course, most of you have probably already watched it because this is like a week late. Because we need to kind of work on our editing time. We're all busy people. But yeah, so how about that twist in the end? Oof. I did not see that actually coming. Well, it was foreshadowed, but I didn't see the actual end where they explain what actually happened. But man, was that brutal? Oh well, I have to admit, this was well.
I had to watch this episode twice, mainly because when the two characters were talking in the beginning and whispering to one another, I didn't hear it, and then I wasn't sure exactly what happened. But after I watched it the second time, it was very apparent that the main character Dick, he had beat the guy that came out of the bathroom to death because he was one of the ones that wasn't laughing at all at his jokes. And ultimately, that ended up being a bad choice because he murdered the person that got him into the.
Why has this not happened before? Why is this the first time Michael Gallagher and BlackBoxTV are collaborating? He did Smiley, he's done other really cool stuff. Why haven't they collaborated before? This was a long time coming, and this was brilliant. I love this episode. It was really brutal. Very, very brutal. And when the beatdown was happening, I was sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? Why am I watching this? What is the point of this? Like, that was brutal. That is probably the most violent thing that I can recall, and the most real thing that that BlackBoxTV has ever shown. And it had to be that way. It was so
Now, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I love a lot of what Michael Gallagher does. Michael Gallagher is just such an awesome director. As we know, he's directed Smiley, and he has his Totally Sketch channel, which I love a lot of what he does on his channel. I just love the sick, twisted mind that he has, and I just think that this episode in general was really well done. The main character, Dick Baker, who is played by Jason Horton, I think he did an incredible job in this episode. Dick Baker is one of those people that you just naturally just want to punch every time he opens his mouth. He is just such, well, a dickhead, to be honest.
This was well played out. It had a really good pace to it, and I liked it. And it had that like comedian kind of like asshole feel, because technically the guy was a dickhead. And that was the name of the episode. So pretty much let's get down to it. It was good. Really happy to see BlackBoxTV's newest episodes. I haven't been disappointed yet. And yeah, so
It was a very tragic and sad punchline, as the end says. And this actually does remind me of a situation that happened with in the medical field. There was this paramedic that always liked to play jokes on people, and back in the ambulance. And at one time, he had done something with the defibrillator, which is those things they say clear and then they shock the person to get the heart going. And he had said it with, so his coworker would touch it or something and it would shock her, and then ultimately she died because of the electricity flow, and it was a really sad ending to just a simple prank.
A story. It's almost like you're watching 5 minutes of a full-length film that you're gonna sit there and watch and you're gonna love. And I was sitting there and I kept checking the time, wondering, how long this video is actually gonna be. It was only 7 minutes 27 seconds, but with it having the first 5 minutes of just story, I was like, how are they even going to fit a resolution into this with a couple minutes left? And then, bam! They hit you in the face. It smacked you right in the face. You didn't expect it, which was awesome. I mean, I kind of knew what was going to happen, but, there's the beatdown, which was brutal, and then they do the twist at the end, which, writing-wise, it was a little predictable, a little bit, you kind of see it coming, but it's brilliant. The guy got what was coming to him, he beat down the guy and got bitch slapped in the face because, well, he screwed himself over. And it's what I love about BlackBoxTV and these episodes is the fact that they have messages in them. They have something that you can take from the episode and apply to your life. And this episode totally had that, which was amazing. And I'm so glad that we are back to episodes that are doing that.
And once the character is a couple of jokes in, I could see where the episode was going personally. I admit that the episode was a bit predictable, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I think that the setting was great for the episode, and the editing was great. The lighting was perfect.
Now, I mean, I'm wondering if it was supposed to be... I'm wondering if it was supposed to be specific for his character, but it seemed weird for me that the guy that was on stage first seemed to have better material than the main character. When the main character came on, he just had this meh material. And I don't know, I mean, I guess Michael had reasons for doing that within the writing, but I want to know why he doled down the jokes for that, and why he had such a lame set versus the guy before, and yet the main character was the one that the guy loved. He loved that set. I guess, it cuts away so you don't get to see the full set, and I hope maybe that's where his good jokes were. But from what he had, it was just kind of stupid. I mean, the first guy's was kind of lame anyway, but for the immaturity of it, it was entertaining. For the main guy, it was just stupid. Like, pee jokes, yeah, maybe that was his only funny one. The rest of them were just boring. So anyway, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys did too. Let us know what you guys thought down in the comments. And until next time, guys, And until next time, guys, I'm ScreenNameMissing. Sweet nightmares.